It's from a very popular website. It's Good Luck Toefl website. This one, I use it a lot. I mean, I used it a lot practicing because you will find a lot of different questions here, like topic essay topic questions. So you can practice any kind of different questions, and you can escape the question like, oh, I don't know what to write about. The presentation, I'm not sure about sending you the presentation, but we will send you some information and some important parts of this presentation, so you will have the information with you. Okay, now let's talk about agree or disagree, say. And if you have opened the link, so you have here the first question. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? People are never satisfied with what they have. They always want something more or something different. Use specific reasons to support your answer. So you might have this kind of questions. It's agree or disagree. So basically, how you would start an introduction for this very question. I need everyone to write one sentence of introduction, how you would start your essay for this topic. Mhm. Personally, I think an estimated. For example, it's a very difficult question. Okay, yes, that's that's a kind of maybe a little bit philosophical question. Yeah, which makes you think about. Irina would start it with, from my humble opinion, and Marina says there are two types of people in the world, those who are content and those who are not. Oh, Marina, that's a good one. I like your start. Um, being accurate with my statement. Just let me copy paste the question so that everyone has it. Okay, here it is. Uh-huh. How can you start your introduction for this topic? Well, there is a hint actually. You just go directly to the topic, and it's a good idea, I think, to state your idea of this. So you just say, as for me, I think that I do believe miss the idea. What you need to do, girls, is just to try to write just an introduction for this question. The question topic I've posted in the chat box. You will see it here. Okay? Can you start with an anecdote? Mm, Marina, what do you think? Can you? I would say no. I don't think in essay it's a good idea to do something like that. Write an anecdote or stuff. I don't think it's very TOEFL suitable way of essay writing. I used to have some students, and they were they were teenagers. They would always try to write in their essay some really emotional, like, yeah, they would always give to their essays a lot of emotion, a lot of philosophy and stuff. And what I think, it's personally my opinion, is that essay is kind of an academic English writing style, not just like for example, like we write some books or we read them. It would be difficult, I mean different. So what I believe is that you have to be more academic, maybe, my opinion. That's what I try to do with my essays. Okay. Well, so if you have this kind of question, it's agree or disagree. So make sure you actually write in your essay, I agree or I disagree, because that's what they want to know. That your opinion would be actually in that part, like, yes, I agree with this statement, no, I disagree with this statement. And if you are agree, why? If you, yeah, if you disagree, then why? So body would consist of the reasons and examples of why you agree or why you disagree. So that's why you always need to, like, stick to the topic, like mention agree or not. So then it would be a really, of course, supported with good vocabulary and good grammar and good structure. Then it would be a really successful essay. Um, Now the second one is preference. Let's click on the link preference and see what is the first question here. I will also copy paste the question here so that everyone can see. Okay, here is the question, guys. Um, what I think is kind of almost the same as agree and disagree statement, but here it makes you to choose one of these options. Like, you don't really say I agree or I disagree with this idea. You just say I would prefer or I think better. Like, you make a choice. You choose any of them. Like, say, let's say one of them, because there are two options only. So I want you to again write an introduction sentence for these kind of question. I would rather agree with the second one. So on previous lessons I told you, always give more information. Never write I would rather agree with the second one. It's like, I don't understand what one. Let's say I would rather agree with the second option, with the second opinion, with the second suggestion or something. So open the brackets, give more information. You need to write 200 200 words anyway, so okay, yeah. Yeah, here you can cut it short, not at the test. In my opinion, I think physical activity and exercise should be included in every school day. Okay, I agree with the first idea as I prefer to lead a healthy life. Okay, yes, acceptable. Alina says, I think it's really better for students to have physical exercise during the learning process because need some time to relax and they need some time to relax and being healthy. I do believe being here is not correct. I would say they need some time to relax and to be healthy. Okay. But anyways, as an introduction, I think it's okay. Better for students to have physical exercise. Yeah, you are stating your opinion, so it's fine. Okay, any more options? Maybe somebody else wants to write introduction. I think others are lazy or they have nothing to say. Okay, we will not force anyone to write, right? Um, okay. Yes, let's forgive them for that. Forgive for spring. Okay, guys. Let's see. So the next one is description and explanation. Now let's see what kind of topics we might have here. I don't want the first question because first question is really long. Let's take the second one to make it shorter. And I post it here. So there is a if kind of question. If you were asked to send one thing representing your country to an international exhibition, what would you choose? Why? Use specific reasons and detail to explain your choice. I do believe I know what Armenians would send. I think most of the Armenians would send one special fruit. Okay, I've tried to guess any. Well, what I want to do, like, guys, is to write again an introduction for this part. I mean, for this kind of question. Mhm. Marina says, if I were asked to send one thing representing my country, Armenia, I would send the apricot, of course, to the International Exhibition Fair. Actually, the structure is the same as in the case of listening. Yeah, so of course it's the same um because the structure for speaking and for writing is the same. Just speaking is way shorter. Oh my gosh. Okay, then I will not be able to give my feedback to you. What to do? And Alina says Armenia is a very famous country in different aspects and has many goods that could be sent to international exhibition, but I would like to send the Armenian brandy. Okay, okay, Armenian brandy would be nice. And Anait says if I had chance to represent my country, I would send our national dress Taraz as it played an important role in recognizing our nation. Okay, I liked your answers very much. Very patriotic people. Okay, well, fine, Tovik. I will check. I will check your homework. Just send it on time. That's a deal. Okay, girls. Thank you. That the answers are really interesting, and I like your race. So this is a kind of question that actually gives you a lot of gives a lot of ideas, yeah, and you can surely express yourself, and you have a lot to talk about and to write about if you have a question like this. So there is a question if, then you would surely use here this would, yeah, imaginary action. Oh, sorry. So if I were to send something from my country, I would surely send apricot, or I would probably send. So this is something like imaginary. And again, you describe why, but why is it description and explanation? Usually, if you tell people will send, let's say, the apricot, then you describe what is an apricot, because maybe some people in Washington who are checking your essay, they don't have any idea, oh, what is it, a fruit, is it a bird, or what is it? Yeah. So you have to give information. What is apricot and why do you want to send it? Why is it so important? Or what is taras? What kind of dress is it? Is it a skirt? Is it pants? Or whatever is it? Uh, Yeah, and maybe explain about the duduk that is made from the tree of apricot. Yeah, why not, Marina? Actually, anything that is connected with apricot, if you are talking about apricot, then you can write it in your essay because it is related to the topic idea. So, okay, very constructive, very Very good. So, and if we have an if imaginary question, so that would be something like would.